Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are doing another little topper party. We are taking one polish, which is actually already on my nails, and topping it with 10 different toppers or nail polishes that are sheer enough to act as an effect topper. Now in this video I've tried it by already putting these 10 colors on my nails. I did try this already with my bee's knees polish mani, which was We'll Carve Our Own Paths. You may have seen the after effects of that topper party in a couple of videos here. I'm still editing that video because I had sound issues, so you'll hopefully see that one soon, but this one will probably be posted first. So the polish that I'm wearing this time is from Salon Perfect, and this one is called Frolic With Me. It's this really beautiful matte neon. It's sort of not like a bright neon. It's almost like a what do they call this, like a washed out or a bleached neon. It is still very saturated, so it's not a pastel, but it is nicely intensely bright. And what I really like about this shade of blue is it is got that pinch of periwinkle tone. So in some lighting situations it comes off as a little bit purple, and you know me, I love it when polishes do that. So this one I finally got on my nails and I have been really happy with it. So I wanted to see how it would look with a bunch of different colors. Again, I found it really difficult to narrow it down to just 10 polishes to try on top of this color. I could have pulled out a number of others. In fact, this one was on the list of ones that I wanted to see by Paint It Pretty. This one was Breath of Fresh Air from Polish Pickup of last year in August. But I decided that since I was already doing this one from Vapid, it had similar enough flakies. They're not dupes of each other, but they had similar enough flakies that I figured the effects would be similar enough. So I tried to get a nice diverse mix. I've got shimmers, I've got flakies, I've got color changing flakies, which means this is in like a base that's going to shift the color of the polish underneath it. I've got shifting glitters, reflective glitters, more shimmers, and even some hollow. So let's go ahead and take a look at these and see which polish you think looks the best on this color. The first one is from Fancy Gloss. It is a shimmer called Magic Rainbow, and this one really does have a rainbow in a bottle effect. There is so many different colors. I see yellow, pink, green, blue, a little bit of gold and green. It is really, really beautiful. This type of shimmering polish is going to look completely different over every single color that you wear it over. This is what this looks like with one coat and a top coat. Mainly what I'm seeing is the green to purple in this lighting situation, but I think if I were to take this outside and look at it in different lighting, you get a whole lot of different colors peeking on the nail. So that one I think is really beautiful, not necessarily completely transformative. You can still tell what color it's supposed to be over, but I really like the look of that one. So that was Fancy Gloss's Magic Rainbow. Then I tried some flakies. This one I also tried over that Bee's Knees Lacquer. This was Ranger. This flaky is like a mylar type of flaky, so it's got a lot more oomph that it pushes back at you. So you see green predominantly, but there's also a lot of fuchsia and purple and blue. Really like this one, and here's how it looks over Frolic With Me. You can see those two main colors quite easily on this nail. You can see the purple, you can see the green, and you can see them both at the same time. So I really like how this one looks on this color. I would actually do an entire mani on both of these so far, so I'm really liking how these turned out. So that was Fancy Gloss's Ranger. The next one is from Mumus Signatures. This is Have You Seen a Moomaid by the Sea? And this was a recent purchase of mine, and I was just curious to see what it would look like over this color. There are so many colors of flakies going on in here. There are iridescent flakies, and I want to say at least a couple of different kinds of iridescent flakies. I think there's hollow in here. It's really, really gorgeous. Just a flaky bomb in a bottle. Here's how this one looks on Frolic With Me. It definitely changes up how the color looks. You see less of that and more of the flakies. You see the hollow. You see all of the different colors of those flakies. It's definitely beautiful, completely changes the polish. So it is one of the more transforming toppers to use on this. And I don't think it was designed as a topper, but like I said, I was curious to see what it would look like. So that was Have You Seen a Moomaid by the Sea by Mumus Signatures. Next up, I wanted to try an iridescent glitter. This is from Starrily, and this is the Unicorns Are Coming. And I love this type of iridescent glitter. You've got orange and gold, green, blue, and pink. You've got all the different colors showing up, and it is gorgeous. Here it is in one coat over Frolic With Me. I think this is actually one of my top picks, mainly because I love the warmth of the glitters that really shows against this color. This is actually a combination that I would buy in a nail polish, a blue base with a warmer glitter or flaky that pops against it. Love that combination. So I think that's one of my top picks. That is The Unicorns Are Coming by Starrily. Then on my thumb, I went with a reflective topper. This is from Fancy Gloss. This is called Cerulean Reflective Topper, and it is a cerulean blue reflective topper polish. So this is one coat on top with a top coat. They all have top coats on them. I used Orly's Second Dry for this video, and I do like how this one turned out. I don't think it's my favorite combination. I actually think I would have been a bit more pleased with how the purple one looks, because I did get the purple reflective topper as well, but I picked this one because I thought it would be a beautiful mix. And it's not that it's not beautiful, I just don't think it's my favorite, and it's probably because it lacks a little bit of contrast. Like I said, so far this one's my favorite, and it's got the most contrast. So that one was one coat of Cerulean Reflective Topper. The next one is from Bee's Knees Lacquer, and this is You're Not That Weird. This is one of the Pugly colors that I got from their launch, I think it was last month, and I'm really glad I got it because the shimmer in this is so predominant. You see that blue glow? It's beautiful, so I can't wait to try this over a lot of different colors, and this was one that I thought would be really pretty. So here it is in one coat over Frolic With Me. You get a slight tinge of the green against the color, so just by comparison you can see that there is a color change, but then you also get that blue shift really predominantly on the nail. I was going to say I got some cat hair dried on it, but that is actually a repair job. I managed to break my thumbnail today preparing breakfast, but really like this one. Like I said, when you have a tint to the color, you will change the polish that you're putting it over, but I actually really like this. I think it turned out really beautiful. It adds sort of a mysterious look to the polish, so that is really fun. That's You're Not That Weird by Bee's Knees Lacquer. Next up, we're trying another flaky, this time from Vapid. This one is their Vapid Lacquer Vappy Birthday from 2018. It is called Centaurids, and this one has flakies that predominantly shift from pink to purple to green, or actually maybe there's a couple of different kinds of flakies. So I see purple, pink, green, and blue, and some gold as well. And this is how it looks in one coat over Frolic With Me. It's a little bit more subtle against this color. I think this type of polish would probably look best against like a white or a very pale pink, even a very pale blue. But you can see a bunch of the different colors popping. You can see the orange, green, blue, purple, pink. All of the colors pop nicely. It's just more of like a ghost flaky effect than a pop in your face look. But I do really like it. I think that's nice and delicate against that color. So that again was Centaurids by Vapid. Next up is the hollow that I picked. This is from Nvr Enuf. This is Care of Magical Creatures, and this is a really fun mix of different kinds of components. You've got the smaller particled holographic, then you've got some iridescent glitter, and you've got these translucent silver flakies in there. You can see them there against the base of the bottle. It's one of my unique polishes for a holographic topper because it does combine a number of different kinds of components into one, and this is how it looks in one coat over Frolic With Me with a top coat. I think this one looks really nice. It actually leans towards a winter polish with this combination. You can see a little bit of the iridescent glitters in there. You can see the hollow. You can see a couple of the silver shards on there, or the silver flakies. Maybe not my favorite just because I'm not in the mood for winter right now, but I do think it would work nicely for a winter mani. So that was Care of Magical Creatures by Nvr Enuf. The next one is a mix of different kinds of flakies and shards from Prism Polish, and this is Icefish. This has some really beautiful iridescent flakies as well as some holographic shards in them. They're almost like holographic shaved particles because they are textured and they're almost thicker or rounder than a flaky would be. So they're not a bar glitter. They're taller. They're really hard to describe. I haven't seen them in any other polish before. This is it in just one coat. You can see what I'm talking about here on the edge of my nail. There's two of them, and they are more textured than a typical flaky would be. But look at how holographic they are. Very, very pretty. I do like how they end up looking against this color. And the flakies on this, you can see them popping in aqua and a little bit of green, pinks at certain angles. So it's a beautiful look. I do think I would prefer this on maybe a gray or a darker color, something that would contrast with the colors of the flakies. Just something I should keep in mind for the next time I do a topper party. But this was Prism Polish's Icefish. And then the last polish that I tried was from LA Girl, and this one is called Scandal. This is it in one coat over Frolic With Me. You have a bit more contrast to that base. It is mainly a purple shimmer. I don't think there's any real shift. There might be a very subtle shift. You see down there, there's maybe a bit of gold that pops up, but it's at extreme angles. It's not going to be super predominant, but I do like how this one looks. I think the purple against this color looks very nice. So that was Scandal by LA Girls. And there we go. That was my little topper party using Salon Perfect's Frolic With Me as our base. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites. If I had to pick a top 3, I would say Starrily's The Unicorns Are Coming is probably my #1. Again, I love the contrast. So you've got that warm tones popping against the color. Second would probably be, ooh, I thought I had them all lined up. Second would probably be, can I pick only 3? Okay, let's go with second being Bee's Knees Lacquer, You're Not That Weird. I really like how this one turned out. It's not exactly a summer or spring color, but it's unique and beautiful. I really like this combination. Because it is a blue shimmer against a blue, it's not really a contrast, but because it's in a tinted green base, it adds this dimension to the nail that I really like. So it would have to be these two, and then I think it would be tied between the two fancy glosses because I really like both of those nails. I like how the shimmer turned out, but I also really like the flakies. So we're going to just do a tie because otherwise we're going to have to start adding a bunch of different colors. I really do like the LA Girls. I think it's a really nice contrast, but I like these two against it as well. So top 3 picks are Bee's Knees Lacquer, You're Not That Weird, Starrily's The Unicorns Are Coming, and then a tie for third place for the 2 fancy glosses, which is Magic Rainbow and Ranger. So there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know down below which one was your favorite, and if you have any other colors that you think would look good over this type of polish, sort of a bright blue leaning periwinkle or cornflower blue color. Make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.